Hey, I'm John Cannell, and today on Preppy Kitchen, we're making cheese danishes. So let's get started. To make this pastry, you'll need cream cheese, it should be room temperature, a lemon, some powdered sugar, 1 egg divided, granulated sugar, vanilla, milk, and of course, puff pastry. You can make puff pastry at home, it's really fun. I have a link for the how-to video in the description box, or if you're in a rush, you could definitely buy it. There's all kinds. This needs to be thawed before you start, so you can give it 2 15-second bursts in the microwave. There's instructions on these packages, or just leave it to thaw on the counter for about half an hour to 40 minutes. First off, set that oven to 375 and position 2 racks towards the center. These bake up really quick and you want that oven nice and hot. Now we're gonna grab a largish bowl and make that filling. You want 1 8-ounce package of cream cheese. It should be fairly soft, so room temperature is gonna be best for this. Plop that cream cheese right in. We want 3 tablespoons of granulated sugar. A little bit goes a long way here. I'm also gonna divide that room temperature egg. I want the egg yolk for the filling, and the egg white is gonna be brushed onto the pastries. Just separate that out. If the yolk breaks, it's totally fine because we're not making a meringue here. It's a really delicious, easy pastry. I also want 2 teaspoons of lemon juice, but just because I'm a lemon lover, I'm gonna add a little bit of the zest in as well. Lemon and cream cheese are a match made in heaven. And this, oh my gosh, the zest is everything. It's gonna estimate out 2 teaspoons. 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Oh my gosh, vanilla, lemon, cream cheese. We're gonna mix this up until it's nice and smooth. And by the way, you could definitely do this filling with lots of other things as well. It's just plain delicious. So for example, if you wanna make little phyllo cups, this in the center, so good. Once that's nice and smooth, we are ready to get to the pastry. So set this aside, clean your workspace off, and just remember, you're keeping the egg whites for that egg wash. I grabbed 2 rimmed baking sheets. I like using the rimmed ones because I feel like puff pastry burns really quickly, and this just gives them a little bit of protection in the oven. I also grabbed a pastry sheet. You can just use your countertop, but this makes cleanup super easy. Give it a light flouring. This puff pastry thawed in the microwave. You'll know your puff pastry is too cold if you see it cracking. Here, this looks just fine. I'm giving it 1 more light flouring, little flour for my rolling pin, and we're gonna roll this out just a bit. If you're using store-bought pastry like I am, just give it a quick roll to get the creases a little bit under control. If you made your own at home, 16 by 8-inch rectangle, and either way, you're gonna be cutting this into 4-inch squares. So, get a pizza cutter out, it's the easiest way. You just trim the edge really quick so it's nice and square. This recipe will make 8 cheese danishes, so each sheet will give you 4 4-inch danishes. They do not have to be perfect. It's not that kind of recipe. All right, repeat that for the second sheet. Just the lightest of rolls. 2 simple cuts here. Now you're gonna grab that reserved egg white. Actually, also make sure you move your pastry pieces around because you don't want them to get stuck. You just wanna break the egg white up first. And this is gonna be multi-purpose. It's gonna be your glue that holds everything together, but it's also gonna give it just a nice finish, so it'll look a little bit more golden and shiny. Brush just the last inch with your egg white. Now you're gonna fold this in to make a little beveled corner situation. So fold each corner in about 1 inch. You're making a pastry nest, basically, for your delicious filling. So it'll help hold everything in, and when it puffs up, it looks really pretty too. You don't wanna have just a big bite of pastry, you want that filling too. So you're folding the corners in, so every bite will have a delicious little bit of filling with it. Repeat that brushing for the rest of it, and just try and be kind of quick here because this puff pastry thaws and then it warms up and gets kind of messy. So you wanna work fairly quickly and just have a fun time of it. Notice that as I'm folding, I'm pressing down in the center a bit. This will hold it together and just prevent anything from popping up or weird things happening. So grab some egg white between each stroke. It's helping you not scrape away at the puff pastry too. So just grab and dab. Fold in, and press, just like that. So easy, and they already look pretty cute. We're gonna transfer these over to your lined baking sheets. I used Silpats, which are silicone mats, and they're reusable, which I love, and nothing sticks to them forever, which is perfect for baking. Give these a little bit of room to grow. You don't want to squeeze them all on there, so just do 4 per baking sheet and stagger them out because they will puff up and it just makes your life easier. You're also adding more space so air can circulate in between and they bake evenly. If you stick them all together, you're gonna see the outside ones are like super golden and the inside ones are just kind of like not as golden, not as cooked through. I was about to fill these up. I forgot the last step. You have to brush the outside with the egg wash before you add the filling on. Oh my gosh, I've done that the other way around and it's not fun. So we're just gonna brush all the exposed parts with egg white and they'll just be a little bit more shiny and beautiful when they bake up. You don't wanna have like a floury bite in your mouth. Give them all a brush. Don't forget your second tray. Now that they're all brushed with egg white, we can add a scoop of filling in. I know you want to be extra generous and like add a ton of filling into each one, but it will ooze out and that's not going to be as fun. So stick to around a tablespoon, like that much. I understand if you want to add a little bit more, not going to judge you, but a tablespoon will work best. I have a little bit of extra filling, so I'm gonna dole it out accordingly. It's like a tablespoon and a half for some of these guys. We'll see how it turns out. I'll report back. And by the way, if you're wondering like, oh, what about all this edge part? Like I really do love the filling, but I wanna have some extra sweetness because puff pastry is unsweetened. We're gonna add the most amazing glaze on while these go into the oven. So that glaze is gonna be a little bit of extra kind of crunch and texture and sweetness and make everything amazing. It's also pretty too. Into the oven, 375 for about 15 minutes or until that puff pastry is golden and puffed up. My cheese danishes are out of the oven and cooling, and while they cool, we're gonna make a simple vanilla glaze with 1 cup or 120 grams of powdered sugar. Not super precise measurements. You could make a little bit less glaze, you could make a little bit more. You might like it thick, you might like it runny. It's really easy, so don't stress out. 2 tablespoons or 30 ml of milk, and a little kiss of vanilla, 1/4 teaspoon. And yes, you could add some lemon juice to this. You could add like bourbon, whatever you like. A delicious flavor is gonna be good in this. Grab a whisk, say thanks to your scale, and we're gonna give this just a little stir until it comes together. This is the consistency of my glaze, really nice, a little runny. Now just grab that whisk and casually drizzle it over. Look at that, so easy, and I actually love the way it looks. I enjoyed these cheese danishes like out of the package in high school. They sold them in a vending machine. Don't tell anybody that. But the homemade version is just amazing. Just go ahead and really make sure there's a little bit of glaze on the outer puff pastry corners. Everyone's gonna be so happy you did that. And just like that, our cheese danishes are done. That is delicious. The filling isn't super sweet, so the glaze just complements it perfectly. I hope you get a chance to make this, and if you like this recipe, check out my Breakfast Treats playlist.